You Asenso watch it. Until the was so I disappointed. No, Sakunya man of the questions. Baby, enemy and son, 9 noons, and you will be born. I do Akotonia. The old faster than my Bantema for now. In Yasena, my disappointed. Of course, a bedroom, dear. Something free kind of check. Say, Asenso watch it. A Juma, why, ye, Saked Bantman Quam Pukra Neka. Kedua waya hono Kenya sam ketua nipa ya de osayi we know Bantema how Bantema was like and how Bantema has become even though Asenso bo achi be adwuma bia said de no wan hwema script won sensem ankoye wo Bantema de waye nyina mebuno fala because etun ko ba say Bantema emu ena Ghana is one of the Ghana's premium hospital. Isi, it's a comfort hospital. Sure. Bantema mu ne woni ma kase health insurance like ne ma kase oh Bantema. Even Kurano State Housing Corporation form office Bantema na wo any ade nti such a place na say yema hooliganism and criminalities ekosoro say and 8 o'clock Bantema mu ye na 3 o'clock between fufu between your watch and any ade it was some of who secretly very tight so that foreigners be attractive foreign say attraction man ko for free of Accra of Kwadwo about Mr. Bantema de okọ tem bi obinya duane
parliamentary primaries, I mean fresh, obviously happy with the outcome, but were you expecting a closer contest? Asenso watch
closer contest? No, I wasn't expecting a closer contest. In fact, when they announced the results, I was a bit disappointed.
Really?
That the guy could pull that number of votes.
Were you surprised?
I was surprised, but thinking about it and getting to hear about the emerging issues surrounding the outcome and the results, then I understood why. Yeah, but because the guy on his own couldn't have pulled that.
The emerging issues being what?
I mean, the kind of people who were supporting him behind the scene. Exactly. I mean,
you didn't know that before?
I mean, I didn't believe, but later it was confirmed. Yeah, the kind of people who were supporting him. But regardless, 78% is a landslide. And in any election is quite
before that you polled 88% against an incumbent MP.
No, before that I pulled 78% against the incumbent.
Yes.
But the 88
was the general election.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you actually maintained the 78.
I did maintain.
You thought you were going to have more than
exactly, because that was the time that I contested with Ochema, the late Ochema. I was fresh. I had no record to campaign on, but when I was given the opportunity to serve, I had brought many development projects, which many of the people in Bantema believe is unprecedented. It's never happened before in terms of development projects, and even in terms of community engagement, community mobilization. It's never happened before, even though I'm the first MP for Bantema who was elected and right after was appointed a cabinet minister, which meant that I had bigger responsibilities. That notwithstanding, I still had time to visit my constituency. I'm almost always in Kumasi every weekend, interacting with my constituents, both the party people and the general constituents. So I believe that I had done a lot of work, and I was hoping that I could put even much bigger percentage, but it didn't happen. And you also know, I'm sure you know the kind of machinations that went on in Bantema.
Wow. So were you surprised that Raphael Agyapong was able to, give you a very not close contest, but to pull those number of votes?
Initially, but I mean,
subsequently
when I heard and confirmed certain things that happened and the kind of people who were behind him, behind the scene, then I realized that I even did well.
Bantema has now, for the first time, seen an MP who was contested and retained his candidacy. I mean, since 2008. What made the difference for you? I mean, for everyone else, it has been, they say, one-term MP.
Yeah.
And you.
Let me for just set the record straight.
Right.
Dr. Nane, Dr. Richard Nane, who is the former Minister for Roads.
Right.
Is the first MP for Bantema. He was there for 8 years, but he went on a post in all those years.
Correct.
Followed by Honorable Sisi Dadapa, also came for 8 years, but went on a post. And it was followed by Honorable Kofi, who lost when he was seeking re-election at the primary, and came Honorable Boakye the late, and he also lost to me when he was seeking re-election. So I'm the first person who has survived a re-election challenge in Bantema.
How does that make you feel? That's why I said that back to back, you're the one who's done that.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel have a sense of responsibility, because it means that there's huge expectation. Yes, but it's not surprising. I'm probably the only MP who was born and raised and also hailed from the constituency.
The only MP?
Yeah.
Born and raised in Bantema?
Yeah. Maybe with the exception. Born and raised and also hailed.
Okay. Hail from Bantema?
And also hail. Yes, because I hail from Woshen, which is at the middle. That's where my father is from, and which is at the middle of the constituency. So I'm a true son of the soil, local boy. Nobody else can boast of those credentials. That is one. Secondly, the number of development projects that I've brought to Bantema, like I said, is quite unprecedented. In the areas of education, the areas of health, the areas of security, the areas of sports development, and many others.
Right. We'll get into the developmental, projects and all that you've done. But how long did you actually prepare for this moment? I know last 4 years you were in there, but before that as well, how long? Becoming a servant leader for the people of Bantema. You've been nursing this ambition since when?
Since 2008, actually.
Oh, since 2008.
When I got back.
You knew it that one day.
Yeah. In fact, I filed nominations to contest in 2008 against Honorable Sisi Adapa, but I was prevailed upon by the others of the party, notably the late Afia, who said that I should step aside and that my time will come.
You were quite young then.
Quite young.
Very ambitious.
Very ambitious. I had gotten back from America and I've studied some American politics, so I thought I knew it all. So that's when it started. But before then, I was a foot soldier in the constituency, serving the party, doing a lot of research work for Dr. Nane when he was the MP, and that was the time that I was a student at the KNUST. And you recounted my days at KNUST. Correct. When I was involved in my pioneering role in the establishment of the Tertiary Students' Confederacy of the MPP. So politics has been part of me. In fact, before I went to university, where I grew up, of course, Bantema, there was a house right next after my father's house where we all converge, from after school, after work, and talk about politics. That time it was an anti-rolling setup. Those
things, one fan one come minim assistance. I'm saying yete abonye some or Bantema accra. I stand to be corrected. ABS man fine, but say me Asia and now say men conquest why you street why friends say asphalt route. Oh yeah, Atafwa bridge. Because me call kwa minya kwa any idea nti so yes and mo nya yes nti
enra so a free onya trata for nsuo no e bo pepo no na wodi wura eye wohwim kwa ko ba bia Grace Dr. Grace Bodu na wana ye gu ba bi wo say another asphalt bio na say wotimi say opese kwan no edibe 70 years na ense ye
nkasa na ye ya na sa Jimisem na contractors ni bi ya munye supervisor papa bi asoma na ntia mo no ye kwan so togu super ayi kan okatache Africa asota kura pure takura Africa mbebo so na ekwana hwete da mo aseye omo ya ti so mo ye ni ye and since Afibia say sika kwan e kwan de wo ye na da ho 100 years 50 years for to beba maybe after 10 years 50 years for to kakaka na ye paache ko na se ye ko enim na de bia na ye kesika bote ne da ko kwan I think say simuna o se
and atafo bridge no the way o se ye na de say nsuo giri for bi de na nipa ko ni fie because the way almost ye bridge no oh
I need to go and see it myself you know adwuma na o yin na ye nti said aniama ko bi ara don't forget say okasa why disappointed because now expect so benya more vote near the idea you are insulting your constituents because as Ralph Agyapong no ba also one of the influential person's brother
yeah
e bi kwa nyana brother Nkansah ko dem tete say nyana brother Nkansah as a no fa sibinia wa fancy brother bi sa na nyana
say kura brother bi brother
everybody na make it you know say the person free influential person when ever you don't expect say or banwa be ma smooth running or some mount or mount or chill showdown
sure
na who say yes I didn't win no on the silver platter medical clerk can say Ralph Agyapong and Nkansah no be lose because me can say on share down for message bia my ne dey na kwa me bra and this ane manyama no and I'm very more trouble it was nice because the commenting on omo Asenso Boakye to no Awurade aka say obehie no so to nam je Awurade aka so bako wanted and it was nice
and omo to aba ni we hu say what defeat na no ko ya ko ka say yeah wo na what defeat
and that say amato onye ntokwa so say ono obi nya adwan za timise na bo ne de ade akwala obi atiko no sa ne ma no
besine bi ne ye ndide ya besine nya obi o dina mo e o pa
mo na bo se se mo bo so mo ba na ya fa mo ntokwa mo ko ntokwa na o be sum ye ne se ye ma nso anke ka bo ka pacha 300 million Ghana si and some wasam antino only to say Bantema for channel don say do ye no o mani so e ma onya na de say no for second time akuti na o ye djuma first time ntino e bia o mo beto ama no 2024 yi na obidin semuna ne aka obetina so hwetim pa
alright I'm so for comment in the comment section as like share na for so enya bi nhwe yakra mo